afternoon, boys and girls, and welcome back to online learning. This afternoon I have an activity for you based around floating and sinking. So what you're going to need for this activity is a big container filled with water, some paper and some pens and a ruler, and then you're going to get a little basket or something, and you're going to wander around the house and you're going to find little bits and pieces that you can test out whether they float or sink. So for example, I have some money, some 50-cent pieces. I have a little toy frog. I have a few buttons just from the sewing kit, some paper clips, and I also have a few shells. And I have a lot of shells because I love collecting them at the beach. Some glass pebbles, and I also have a few little pom-poms. Okay, so that's my little selection of materials that I'm going to test. And what I want you to do is get your piece of paper and you're going to make a chart. And on my piece of paper I had the title, Will It Sink? And then you write down your list of materials on the left-hand side. Okay, so this is a good chance for you to practice those writing skills. On this column here, you're going to write your guess. So before you put it in the water, I want you to have a think about what you think it's going to do. And you're going to write your guess. Will it sink or will it float? On the other side, you're going to write what it actually did do, sink or float. And you write your answer down after you've tested it. Okay, so if you need a bit of help, that's fine. If you don't need help, that's even better. I'd love to see your charts if you actually do them, okay? So we'll put that down and we're going to start testing out whether things float or sink. So first I'm going to start with a glass pebble. And I think that this glass pebble is quite heavy, so I'm going to guess that it will sink. So on my guess, I will write sink, and then we'll test it out. There's a fun introduction to some science concepts. And that was pretty simple, wasn't it? It sunk straight away. So we're going to write in the other column that it did sink. So you will write sink. So my guess was right. I wonder what you guessed. So if I then try a little pom-pom, what do you think it will do? I think it's going to float. Do you think it's light? Yeah, I think it's quite light. So I'm going to try, I better write down my guess. And my guess is float. So we're going to write float in that column, and then we test it out. And yes, it did float. So in the other column, you're going to write what actually happened, and it floated. So we write float. So you can use whatever you have around the house. You might have some rocks, you might have some toy cars, anything. Should we try one more thing? Let's try a frog, a little toy frog. I'm not actually sure what this will do. It's not too heavy. I'm going to say sink. What do you guys think? So I will write next to frog, I will write sink. Okay, let's test it out. Okay, here we go. Aha, yes, I got it right. So it's sunk. So then we're going to write the answer, sink. So that's not all of the items that I have, but you get the idea. So this is the chart that I would like you to make, okay? You can decorate it too if you feel like it, get creative. And there we go. So that is a fun little introduction to some science for you, all about floating and sinking. And if you have any science books at home, that would be really neat to sit down with your families and read through those as well. And if you can find out more about how things float and how they sink and why, let me know. Let me know what you find out in those books. Otherwise, have a really fun time with this activity. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you again next time. Okay, bye guys.